Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're unpacking the hype and the reality behind the first-generation Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses. You know, we've all been there, wishing we could just capture a totally spontaneous moment exactly as we see it without fumbling for our phones and completely pulling ourselves out of the experience, right? Wearable tech has tried to solve this for years, but honestly, it usually ends up looking super bulky and, frankly, a little awkward. Well, today, we're looking at a device that literally hides all that tech right in plain sight. Okay, here's our roadmap for today. We're going to meet the Smart Wayfarer, look under the hood, dive into the AI, audio, and vision, check out the real owner experience, and finally, weigh Gen 1 against Gen 2. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. Meet the Smart Wayfarer. We're starting with absolutely the most captivating thing about these glasses: their incredible disguise.
I mean, looking straight on, they genuinely just look like iconic Wayfarers. They completely dodge that chunky, cyborg tech gadget aesthetic that totally plagues so many wearables. Crafted from nylon and propionate with classic polycarbonate lenses, they hold on to that cultural icon status, from Hollywood to hip-hop, all while hiding something much more complex. There are absolutely no massive sensors sticking out making you look like a sci-fi extra. It's just a sleek, matte black frame that looks like a super stylish pair of everyday sunglasses.
Now, what is truly mind-blowing to me is this number right here: 50. Despite packing in cameras, a battery, a processor, and speakers, they weigh a mere 48 to 50 grams. To put that into perspective for you, that is just a tiny fraction heavier than standard non-smart sunglasses. It's an absolute structural marvel for the tech hidden inside. It ensures they actually stay comfortable for everyday wear, rather than feeling like you've got a heavy brick strapped to your face.
Section 2. Under the hood. So let's break down exactly what kind of hardware is crammed into that lightweight 50-gram frame.
Right behind those lenses sits a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera that's totally capable of shooting high-res photos. And inside the arms, 32 gigabytes of flash storage. That's enough onboard memory to hold over 500 photos or roughly 100 high-definition 30-second videos. It basically turns you into a walking, hands-free documentarian, all without ever needing to immediately offload your files to your phone.
If you turn them slightly, you can see where the frame houses two really discreet open-ear speakers alongside a remarkably sophisticated 5-microphone array. Think about that for a second. 5 microphones secretly hidden inside those slim arms. And this isn't just about recording sound, it's about delivering it too. These custom-built speakers are designed for extended bass and high maximum volume, so you get a rich listening experience even if it's super windy outside or you're walking down a crazy noisy street. Meanwhile, those 5 mics are making sure your voice is captured with pristine clarity on calls.
And right along the arms, there's a hyper-responsive touchpad and a physical capture button. This unlocks a whole world of frictionless, hands-free possibilities. You can manage your media, take calls, or capture content with literally just a single touch or swipe, keeping your phone securely tucked away in your pocket. It is all about reducing the friction between you and that fleeting moment you want to capture or that song you just have to hear.
Section 3. AI, Audio, and Vision. Let's move on and see how this all builds into an ecosystem, how these individual pieces merge together to create a totally seamless daily experience.
Here is where the dual-purpose nature of the glasses really shines. You've got the directional audio speaker on one side and the ultra-wide 12-megapixel camera lens on the other. So you can discreetly listen to some heavy bass audio without blocking out the world. Because remember, nothing is actually shoved inside your ear canal. And simultaneously, you can capture 1080p video at 30 or 60 frames per second directly from your unique point of view. You can even toggle between your phone camera and your glasses camera when you're live streaming on Instagram or Facebook. You are literally letting your friends see the world through your eyes.
And the real brain of the entire operation here is the Meta AI app. You just say, "Hey Meta," to spark your creativity, grab some information, or completely control your glasses. Imagine just strolling down the street in a foreign country and casually asking your glasses to translate a sign you're staring at, or asking for recipe ideas based on whatever is sitting inside your open fridge. The whole shebang stays seamlessly connected to your smartphone via Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.2, creating this really powerful, invisible assistant.
Section 4. The real owner experience. Now, the specs and the AI promises are undeniably impressive on paper, for sure. But to truly understand this device, we have to look at what actual owners are reporting after wearing these day in and day out.
Let's kick things off with the positives, and man, there is a lot to love. Owners consistently highlight the fantastic audio quality. One reviewer specifically noted how much they love listening to music while still feeling 100% engaged in real-world conversations, which is something you just can't really do with traditional noise-canceling earbuds. Users are also genuinely surprised by the daytime video quality, noting it punches way above what you'd ever expect from sunglasses. Toss in that stealthy aesthetic and a super sleek leather-style case that can quick charge the frames in just 10 to 20 minutes. Yeah, it's a massive hit.
However, here is the crucial point, the Achilles heel of this device. And this brings us to a very telling user anecdote. The advertised 4-hour base battery life? Well, it drains incredibly fast when you're recording video. Just think about this for a second. Dropping a staggering 50% of your battery in just a 45-minute basketball game simply because you were taking some video clips. That means you have to be highly strategic about when you actually hit record. If you're an aggressive power user, those 4 hours are going to shrink dramatically.
Beyond the battery limitations, real-world users do report a few other notable frustrations. While daytime video is awesome, low-light photos often come out blurry and poor in quality, and unfortunately there's no way to adjust the camera's resolution settings in the app to try and fix that. From a comfort standpoint, some users find the frames slide down their nose pretty easily if they start sweating. And hey, while 50 grams is a massive technical achievement, a few owners noted that over a really long day, that extra weight pulling down on the backs of their ears definitely becomes noticeable compared to a regular, non-smart pair of shades.
Section 5, Gen 1 versus Gen 2. So all of this feedback brings us directly to the ultimate decision for anyone looking into this tech right now. Should you grab this first generation or hold out for the newer models? Let's look at the hard numbers. If the Gen 1's 1080p camera meets your needs for quick social media clips, the core day-to-day Smart Assistant experience is exactly the same. You still get the great audio, the Meta AI, and that classic look. But if you plan on using these heavily throughout the day, especially for video, that extra $80 premium for Gen 2 is highly recommended by reviewers. Why? Well, Gen 2 bumps the video up to a much sharper 3K resolution, and more importantly, it literally doubles the battery life from 4 hours up to 8 hours. That completely solves the absolute biggest complaint owners had with the Gen 1s.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you to ponder this final thought. The Gen 1 Ray-Ban Metas are an absolutely fascinating leap forward in wearable tech that actually looks incredibly good. But does the magic of having a truly stylish hidden camera and open-ear audio system justify the need to actively manage and recharge your glasses multiple times a day? Depending on exactly how you want to capture your world, your answer might just dictate which generation you choose to put on your face.